Hello, everybody. This is Brandon Morgan here, and I just wanted to say a few words about the coronavirus or COVID 19 or whatever you call it, cerveza bug. What I've heard a lot of people call it different names, and honestly, the algorithm, the algorithm is supposed to be taking people down who tell the truth about COVID 19, but anyways, I wanted you guys to look at this. This is called Event 201. In October, in October, Bill Gates, World Economic Forum, and I think it was something else, someone else. Anyways, they simulated the coronavirus outbreak 6 weeks before. Well, as it turns out, that Dr. Fauci was like in control of that Wuhan place, the genetics lab where they was creating this COVID-19 bug in China. Anyways, I heard this. Now I can't say it's for sure, but it seems very likely. And basically this goes through all the crap. You can pause it and read it if you want. I'm not going to read it. I just wanted to show you. You guys need to watch that because this whole this whole virus pandemic crap. It's more like plandemic. They're lying to us. I live in Marion, Ohio, guys, and we have a big heroin problem, and they're literally using overdose deaths as COVID-19 deaths. I've heard of a couple car wrecks that was supposedly COVID-19 deaths or whatever. They're lying. The point is the government will give them extra money, extra funding if they have coronavirus patients, COVID 19 patients. So, what the doctors and hospitals are doing is, of course, they're going to lie and say, well, yeah, this person has pneumonia, but let's go ahead, it's not bad, but we'll go ahead and bring that ventilator in here so we can get a grant from the government, So let's say it's the coronavirus. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Anyways, a lot of people don't know how to search stuff. And no, go on, go. I'm doing something. Give me a minute. Anyways, sorry about that. My son. A lot of people don't know how to search stuff. And really, the problem is Google. Stay away from Google. I usually use DuckDuckGo, but here lately, DuckDuckGo is starting to put out the same search results as Google. But let's try it. All right. COVID-19 tests. Oh shit. I wanted to show you guys this too. The CDC, they're basically owned by these vaccine companies and shit. They're not looking out for us, guys. If you've ever done research into vaccines, you know what I'm talking about. Vaccines are very dangerous. The reason I think that cancer rates are up so high and they're going to continue to get higher and higher, our life expectancy is going to go further and further down because these shots have mutated dead fetal tissue. Like they'll take an aborted baby, they'll use some of the cells from it, and they'll mutate those cells into something else, which, if you didn't know, any mutation when it comes to cells always turns to cancer. Always. Like it always turns to cancer in the end because the body it's basically like a foreign life form in your body. Anyways, these tests, I hear they're contaminated. They're contaminated with the COVID-19. So they're testing for COVID-19 with test kits that are contaminated. So if you take the test, then you are going to get the virus, pretty much. And this is Fox News. Now, honestly, ever since 2013 and the Smith-Mundt Act was revoked by the Obama administration, the news has been nothing but lies. The Smith-Mundt Act, it's Smith, M-U-N-D-T or M-T, something like that, Smith-Mundt. Anyways, that was an act stating that the news agencies are not allowed to use propaganda against the American people. Well, they revoked that because Comrade Obama, the fucking communist asshole that he is, did everything he could to mess this country up and divide us. I mean, you guys, I'm not going to go through all these. You guys can look this stuff up on your own. I encourage everyone to not take my word for it. Don't believe shit I say, and don't believe what you see on TV. Most of it is bullshit. Guys, they manipulate us big time. Hell, there's patents you can look up that show that they have been using monitors to control our emotions, because certain low frequencies can control our emotions. I'm just going to type something in here real quick. Plandemic. Because this basically was a plandemic. From what I hear, the Chinese wanted to crack down on the Hong Kong protesters. So they released this virus, or they said they released it. And my research, it has like come across many articles and stuff talking about how viruses aren't actually alive, they're not real, that we've been thinking about it wrong the entire time, that they're actually exosomes. And I want to try viruses not real. Let's see if that comes up. Apparently there's new research showing that viruses don't exist. They're not real. But anyways, what I was getting at, with the Hong Kong protesters, China couldn't do anything about that. Well, they act like they release a virus, then they have to go on quarantine, and they got control. Well, then, all the communists or socialists, which there's no difference, by the way, communism and socialism are the same fucking thing. They all come from Karl Marx, Jewish extraordinaire dickhead who wanted to destroy the world. Gamma male, if I ever fucking seen one. Anyways, you see these things right here? This spiky ball? These are called exosomes. If you do some research into biology, exosomes are like a sponge. And when your body gets introduced to toxins, our cells, like wherever those toxins are in the body, our cells release these exosomes, which absorb the toxins. But because of that, they get sick. Of course they're sick. There's toxins. Well, apparently, if you take an exosome like this from a sick person and put it into a healthy person with a shot, then you can make them sick too. Because it tells the body that it needs to be producing these exosomes, and it's like a chain reaction. This is why, this stuff spreads. Think about it. They start doing vaccines, then all of a sudden everyone's sick. My daughter got a flu shot this year. She's 11 years old. She's big for her age, but she gave the doctor the consent before her mom could say no, and he just did it. And I'm pretty sure I already had the coronavirus, or my whole town did. We was sicker than hell for like 2 months straight with the worst upper respiratory infection I've ever had in my life. Guys, I smoke marijuana occasionally to help me relax because that medical shit's everywhere. It's cheap. $10 a gram all day for the best marijuana around. So it's hard to beat. But when I was sick, I smoked. I took one hit off a joint, and it burnt in the center of my chest, all the way through to my back. It felt like I was being stabbed in my back, guys. This is how I figured out I had an upper respiratory infection. I went to the emergency room and they had to give me erythromycin, which is a really powerful antibiotic to get rid of it. But yeah, I lost like 25 pounds. I thought I was going to die. It was pretty bad. And I know I haven't been going through a lot of stuff. This is just mainly, I really wanted to talk to you guys. I know I don't have many people that watch my videos. But still, look at this. Pathogenic viruses do not exist. It is a truth universally acknowledged that pathogenic viruses exist. These viruses allegedly cause terrible diseases such as mumps, measles, rubella, AIDS, and swine flu. But what if these pathogenic viruses do not exist? What if no scientist has ever purified or isolated these alleged pathogenic viruses from the host cells? Oh yeah, guys, and they've done testing too. That where they'll take someone that has the flu or something, and they'll get their snot, they'll swab their nose, their mouth, and everything, have them cough in people's faces. Well, anyways, they'll take these snotty swabs and stuff and put them in a healthy person's nose and mouth, and nobody got sick. They did a test, 3 different tests from 3 different places, and they did 100 people on each test. So 300 people were tested this way, and 300 people didn't get sick. So what's that tell you? You know what I mean? All right, back to this. During his undergraduate years at university, Dr. Stefan Lanka came across a virus that had infected a sea algae. The virus didn't make the sea algae sick. In fact, the virus helped the sea algae to bloom and thrive, which was quite the opposite of what he expected. He was really excited because he had discovered what he thought was the first stable virus-host relationship. The virus did not threaten the host, but was welcomed by the sea algae, and both coexisted harmoniously and endosymbiotically. In order to prove the existence of this virus, he isolated, biochemically characterized, and photographed it. The photograph was taken by an electron microscope originally invented in the 1930s, and the biochemical characterization was carried out by using techniques invented in the 1970s. By 1994, he had achieved this, and he had obtained his doctorate. The virus Dr. Stefan Lanka discovered is called the Ectocarpus psilocylosis virus. Let me say it again. Ectocarpus psilocylosis. Sorry, that's a hard one. Ectocarpus psilocylosis virus. This virus is not pathogenic. It enables the sea algae to thrive because of it, and not despite it. The diameter of the virus is approximately 120 nanometers, and that's 1/1000th of a meter, 120 billionths of a meter. Dr. Lanka was asked about pathogenic viruses such as HIV and did some research. He examined the scientific literature and he discovered there was absolutely no evidence for the existence of any pathogenic virus deemed dangerous by the scientists and MDs, such as mumps, measles, rubella, and swine flu viruses, and against which our children are vaccinated. Now, if pathogenic viruses exist, it should be possible to isolate them, measure their respective diameters. The question is directed to Professor Bill Hall, Director of the NVRL, National Virus Reference Laboratory, who is the most eminent expert in Ireland on pathogenic viruses. Please tell me the diameter of all known pathogenic viruses and how you isolated and measured them. I urge the Minister of Health Dr. James Riley, MD, to request Professor Bill Hall, PhD, MD, to answer this question. Updates. Okay, so this is basically a petition of different people, saying that they need to figure it out, basically. Like, honestly, I've seen videos of a scientist who was talking about that over in Germany, I believe, and he said that viruses are not real, they do not exist. What the picture of the coronavirus or whatever, that spiky ball, that's actually an exosome, and you can prove that exosomes look identical to that because this stuff ain't a secret, guys. It's not. Even that Dr. Fauci released he released a letter to doctors. And damn it, Hillary Clinton. Letter to Hillary Clinton. Love letters to Hillary Clinton? What the fuck? See, I didn't know nothing about this. Wow, we gotta check this out. This is crazy. You never know where you're gonna end up on these damn things. Alright, Fauci love letters to Hillary Clinton surface. I knew there was something sketchy about Dr. Anthony Fauci. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, Anthony Fauci and Bill Gates are real fucking tight. And Bill Gates, he basically hates humanity. He wants to kill most of us. He thinks that he's better or something. He looks like a goddamn predator. I wouldn't have him around my kids, let's put it that way. He looks like a goddamn chomo. He probably is a sick fuck. Using vaccines to genocide people and shit over in Africa. I know all about what he does. He's a piece of fucking shit. Anyways, I went off on a tangent there. I apologize. Alright. Within the WikiLeaks HRC email files, there are letters from Fauci to Hillary Clinton through her aide lawyer, Cheryl Mills. Rarely does a speech bring me to tears. Please tell her I love her more than ever. Please tell her we all love her. Please tell her we all love her and we're very proud of her. Yeah, we already know where that motherfucker's loyalty lies. He's basically a puppet of the goddamn communists. And guys, the Cold War never ended. I hope you know this. They took over basically the Russians that was trying to infiltrate our country. They took over our institutions. Obama was a communist. He is a communist, guys. If you look at what he did everything he could to fuck our country up. Now, I'm not just saying that because he's a Democrat and blah blah blah. He really was one of the worst presidents we've ever had. Donald Trump, like, at first I liked him at first, but he's a fucking billionaire, guys. You really think he really cares about the little guy? If he did, he would have opened up the country by now. I'm very disappointed in the President of the United States. He could do better. Like, I know this guy is not stupid. He's basically in the pocket of the Zionists. And the Zionists fucking hate anyone who's not a Jew. And guys, they run all of our media. They run all the banks, like the major, what do they call them? Central banks. If you control the money, you control the nation, guys. I'm telling you, it's not looking good for us. Just a second. Light me up a cigarette. Oh, shit. My bad, guys. Didn't mean to blow your speakers. But yeah, that's insane. I was actually wanting to show you the letter that he was talking about on the coronavirus. Letter to Dr. Fauci. Let's see what this one is. Look at that little fucking weasel. I can't stand that dude. Thank you, Dr. Fauci. While the Trump administration was floundering in the wake of the worldwide spread of the coronavirus outbreak, there was one steady voice warning the American public of the severity of the problem. Dr. Fauci. That dude's a piece of shit. He lied to us. There's a paper out where he says the coronavirus is way less deadly than the flu. It only has a death rate, a fatality rate of 0.1 to 0.3%, which is very fucking low. So they shut the world down for a cold that, honestly, like, if you catch it in time, it ain't shit. You don't even get sick. But if you get the flu, you get sick as fuck. So what are they going to do now? Are they going to shut the entire world down every flu season? Like, this is some bullshit, guys. I hope you know this is a way to try and run communism around the world. What do you think that stimulus check was about? They didn't just pull that money out of the vault, guys. They actually had to print up more money. So the value of the dollar just dropped a lot more because of this. It's a damn shame, man. We lost the gold standard and things have not been the same since. This is crazy, though. Let's see what this one's about. Look, America's top doctor. What a fucking joke. Hell, they're calling Bill Gates like the most important doctor or some shit, and he's not even a doctor. That's crazy. Here, let's do this. Let's see what comes up. Coronavirus. Fake. Anti-vaxxers are spreading. Well, yeah, obviously, because people keep catching these motherfuckers in lies. And I'm sorry about the language, guys, but this really gets to me. Honestly, when it comes to this, I hope you guys go over and check out Brian at High Impact Flicks. He's a really good guy, and he knows his history. When it comes to American history, this man, he knows his stuff, and you'll notice that he quotes Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Jefferson a lot. A lot of the founding fathers. He's really good at that, and he's got a point that either we have freedom, which is dangerous. Freedom's dangerous. Who would rather have security over freedom? Like, it don't make sense to take away everyone's rights just so, a couple people don't catch a cold. You know what I'm saying? If you actually look at this logically, and this is just coming from what I've seen, this is fake. All of it's fake. I don't think there is a COVID-19 virus. But this is my opinion, guys. And like I said, don't take my word for it. Go do your own research. Do not, and I mean this seriously, do not use Google. Google is a horrible company, and we need to get rid of them, to be honest with you. We need to shut Google down. But they're way too powerful. They're so powerful that they can usurp a damn election. And they're trying to, trust me. But all of our elections, it's all a joke. Donald Trump don't work for us. He works for the bankers in control. It's basically the Jewish bankers that run the fucking world. He bows down to them, and they guarantee that he gets a second term. I guarantee he's going to get a second term because he moved the American embassy to Jerusalem over in Israel. You know, that had to happen for prophecy to be fulfilled. You know, and another thing I've looked into, and I'll probably catch hell for this. You know, everybody's gonna call me, oh, you're a racist, even though racism is just a fucking bullshit idea that isn't real. Everyone is tribal, guys, but we're all Americans. And all this racism bullshit, oh, you're racist, you're sexist, blah, 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 blah. I legit laugh in people's faces when they call me racist. I don't give a fuck, guys. I don't care anymore. We're all Americans. You know, stop being a fucking bitch. Man up and stand up for us, man. Stand up for our fucking people. They're trying to take everyone's rights away. I got kids, guys. I do not want my kids to have to fight a civil war against the people that they keep letting in from Africa and Afghanistan and shit. It's going to get bad, guys, if we don't do something. This is why I'm speaking out now. You know, I might get banned from YouTube for saying this shit. I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck YouTube. And fuck all government. All government? Government is fucking horrible. They don't do anything right. They use the people. They always mismanage money. It's crazy. And like I said again, I apologize. I don't have that much to show you. Wait. Anyways, let's go to this real quick before we get off here. A fake pandemic. Anti-vaxxers are spreading coronavirus conspiracy theories. Did you guys know that conspiracy theory, the term, was invented by the CIA to make people that released classified information look stupid? They did it on purpose to discredit people. So really, conspiracy theorists, the term don't even really make sense. If someone commits a conspiracy with a group of people and you call it out, they call you a conspiracy theorist. Why? You didn't theorize anything. If you follow the money, you catch these people. You know what I mean? How's that theorizing? Anyways, I digress. Alright, the coronavirus is a rapidly developing news story, so some of the content in this article might be out of date. Check your most recent... check out our... sorry, guys. Check out our most recent coverage of the coronavirus crisis. And subscribe, blah, blah, blah. In recent weeks, Facebook groups that oppose mandatory vaccination have turned their attention to the coronavirus. Their feeds are full of posts that downplay the risks of COVID-19, promote discredited conspiracy theories, and criticize efforts to control the spread of the virus. You know, when they discredit a conspiracy theory, they say they, use authoritative news sources and blah, blah, blah. What they're saying is, just because these guys are authoritative, then they're right, which makes no fucking sense. That's like saying, oh yeah, Kim Jong-il or Ung or whatever the fuck his name is, like Kim Jong-un, he might be a dictator, but he's our supreme leader, and he's always right. So 4 does equal 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is some cult mentality shit, and I'm here to say, fuck that. We are Americans, guys. We gotta stand up for what's right. Or nobody will. If white men go, Christianity will die, and the truth will die with us. And these communists would love to genocide us. They talk about it all the time. White men are the problem, blah, blah, blah. They always try to make my black brothers, my black American brothers. Like I said, we're all one big family in this country, guys. We're all brothers and sisters. They try to turn us against us. Oh, you a motherfucking cracker. Oh, you a nigga, blah, 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 blah. Racist, this and that. It's fucking bullshit, guys. Don't let them divide you. I'm telling you, everyone is scared, and they're gonna be more dangerous, but still, we need to unite. If we don't say something soon and stand up to our government, eventually, like, it's going to get bad, guys. And they got Walmarts that are all set up as prison camps all around the country. Anyways, I got off topic. But the best channels I found on YouTube, which are rare anymore because they banned everybody. I watch a lot of Richie from Boston, and I watch High Impact Flicks, and oh shit, the Big Sib. If you like to get into, secrets of law, and he gets into the Bible too. He gets into talking about the law of man and the law of God, and he shows the difference and how immoral the law of man is, or man's law. But anyways, he'll take you to a level you never thought you'd be at before. This man is smart. His name's Brandon Sibley. And Brandon, if you hear this, brother, God bless you, man. You've taught me so much. Thank you. Anyways, guys, go check him out. The Big Sib, Richie from Boston, and High Impact Flicks. My name is Brandon Morgan. I appreciate you guys checking my stuff out. And look, I'm just trying to help everyone wake the fuck up. Guys, like, if we don't say something soon, we're in trouble. We got to speak out. And I'm sorry I didn't finish this. This is a bunch of bullshit. This is basically stuff they're saying that, that we're just exaggerating everything, blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. Anyways, I'm gonna get off this. You guys have a good night.